Hello, lovely ladies. Hope you're doing well today and thanks for joining me. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much to Gina for inviting me into her amazing group and allowing me to share about the gift that I have for you and that can potentially help you. So, thanks for joining me live today in the group. If you are jumping on, just say hello so I know that you're there and I can answer any questions that come up in the feed. Say hi and where you're from. And if you do watch the replay, thank you. And write down hashtag replay in the comments too so that I can go back and answer any questions you might have if you're watching this a little bit later on. So just quickly, I'll just let you know a little bit about me. As I said, my name is Sandra Santoro. I am a mum of four girls and wife to David. I'm quite busy. My professional job is in teaching, so I'm a teacher 4 days a week. And I also have a great passion for helping people, but in the holistic and health and wellness space. And that's what brings me to talk to you today about the amazing all natural products that I have found and love to tell people about because they are amazing for anti-aging, and it's all based on the anti-aging theory. So let me just give you a bit of a recap about how it came about. So the inventor was a young man, and it took him 40 years to find this actual the way that this works in our body. And it started with one question basically. It started with the question was, why do people get sick? And then this was when he was a young boy. And then as he grew, he started to have other questions about, well, why do people age and what is the cause of aging? And how can we age but age well? So, in other words, how can we age in our lives and not get sick? How can we age and age feeling healthy? Hi, Gina. So that's where it all started. And then came to life what we call NRF2 protandem. Now, you might be thinking, what is NRF2? Well, NRF2 is the scientific name for an actual pathway that is in our body that is responsible for producing antioxidants. Now, as most of us know, antioxidants are important for fighting free radicals that we come into contact with, for keeping our immune health nice and healthy. Hey, Ali. And they are also responsible for a lot of other things in our body. Now, we need to make sure that we keep these antioxidants happening in our body and that our body is constantly producing them. However, the downfall is that when our bodies start to age, things start to slow down. So when we start getting over our 40s, okay, things will slow down. But actually, in actual fact, the science tells us that our bodies start to age at age 23. So things start to slow down and decline from that age. And I mean, a 23 is not old, but that is when it starts. And then by the time we get into our 40s, that's when we start to notice. Okay, so what can we do to help with this? So we need to have rich antioxidant foods in our diet. Okay, so yes, that is definitely one thing, but unfortunately that is not enough, and that is because over the so many hundreds of years our soils are depleted. The pesticides and herbicides and things that we use on our foods to make them last and to not get destroyed, in the crops, we lose a lot of that quality. Okay, so yes, organic as much as you can, but unfortunately it's not enough. And what do I mean when I say that? Okay, so if we look at a punnet of blueberries, all right, and how it works in our body is if we have with food, that is, we call it a 1-to-1. If we have a punnet of blueberries and we eat that, right, great antioxidant rich food, okay, good thing to eat. 6,500 antioxidants in one punnet of blueberries. Now, what that actually does is it neutralizes. Yeah, Ali. what it does is it will neutralize 6,500 free radicals that we come into contact with. Now, let me just backtrace a little bit. We come into contact with, poisons in our food, definitely. We come back into contact with millions and trillions of free radicals on a daily basis. Okay? Now, our body is amazing because our body already knows it needs to fight these things. And it's not just from our foods, it's from the air that we breathe, so pollution. It is from the products we use on our skin and things that we spray in the air, okay, that have toxic things in them. So being aware of those kind of things reduce your free radicals and your toxic load in your body. The stress in our life, the environments that we surround ourselves with, the use of technology, all these things play a huge part in how our bodies will fight free radicals, okay, and all the things that are coming into our body. So, long story short, if you're breathing, you have free radicals, okay, and you have what we call oxidative stress. And that is when the cells in our body start to rust, which is what we call aging. So what NRF2 does, it reduces the effect of the oxidative stress in our body. So come back to the food, 1 to 1. We neutralize 1 for 1. When you start using NRF2 activation in your body, it is 1 tablet with 5 natural ingredients. It will neutralize 1 million free radicals each day that you take that. Okay, so that's the critical thing here. The fact that you are giving your body a much better fighting chance in order to neutralize those free radicals that you're coming into contact with. Now, going back to the blueberries, you would have to have a punnet of blueberries every day. And that's only 6,500. You would have to have something like 375 oranges every single day. Okay? Impossible to do, and you'd be spending a lot of time on the loo, and we don't want that. So this is why this discovery is amazing. So it opens up what we call the NRF2 pathway. The 5 ingredients are, and you would have heard of them, turmeric, milk thistle, ashwagandha, bacopa, and green tea. Now, a lot of people will have these things by themselves, and they are awesome to have on their own. But what they have discovered, the science, is that these 5 ingredients work synergistically together, okay, which means as they work together in their certain ratios, they create the opening of the NRF2 pathway to produce more antioxidants. And that's what you want. So the more antioxidants you have, the more free radicals you can neutralize in your body, the more that reduces oxidative stress in your body. Now, our product is science-backed, okay? It has over 30 peer-reviewed studies. There are 27 of those that are on PubMed.gov, which is a medical site for medical professionals, that prove that our product does what we say it does. It can reduce oxidative stress in the body by 40% in 30 days. And that's huge. So, when we look, they did a test on an 80-year-old man, and he started taking Protandim NRF2, 1 tablet a day. That's it, right? They did his bloods at the beginning and showed his oxidative stress levels. When he went back in 4 weeks later and did his bloods had then reduced again down to the levels of a 20-year-old in oxidative stress levels. And that's just massive. So imagine you're in your 80s and you're feeling like you're 20 purely because you've reduced those oxidative stress levels in your body. You're producing more antioxidants in your body. In turn, when you do that, you are feeling no brain fog, you are feeling more energetic, you are having awesome sleep, deep, restful sleep, okay? And all of these things contribute to reducing the effects of aging, okay? Great for help with menopausal symptoms, absolutely. And any other things that are going on in your body at that time. You know, when you're going through menopause and things, some symptoms are you get that brain fog, you know. So having something to help you with that is awesome so that you can keep it on, you know, in combination with people like Gina that help you work on, you know, your mental mindset, which is also key. But with our products, we help to keep them your cells basically. So you're working from the inside out, and that shows up in your skin. That will show up in, as I said, your energy levels, and you know, just your overall well-being. Coupled with NRF2, and you might have heard of this as well, is NRF1. Now, NRF1 is responsible for our mitochondria. Okay, now our mitochondria is all about our energy cells. This is basically the powerhouse that of your body, the engine of your body that keeps you going. So in every major organ in our body, we have thousands of mitochondria that keep it working. So when these start to decline and not function the way they should, this is when you start to notice things happening in your body as well. You know, chronic fatigue, just not feeling well all the time, constantly tired. Again, symptoms of aging and menopause as well. All right. So what happens is when you take an NRF1 pathway, this actually helps with rejuvenating those mitochondria that are responsible for this. Now, just to give you an example, in our heart, we have 5,000 mitochondria cells. So the mitochondria lives inside a normal cell, okay? And it's responsible for keeping the heart beating. Now, as you can imagine, if you don't keep those healthy, it's not going to end very well. So you need to keep those things healthy as well. So when you've got NRF2 and NRF1 working together, they really complement each other. Because let me give you a little analogy, okay? So you've got this amazing V8 car. Your body is the V8 car, and your engine, you know, is your mitochondria. All right. Now, your mitochondria is making all this amazing energy for you, but it gives off oxidative stress. All right. And what happens is when that oxidative stress comes in, the NRF2 will come in and clear it all away. So the mitochondria from the NRF1 gets working, the engine is running and pumping beautifully. Any of the crap, the NRF2 comes out and gets rid of it, so that your engine, your body, your V8 is working the way that it should, really efficiently. And that's what we want. We want to be able to live longer and healthier, not live longer and feel like crap, basically. So this is what our products do for you. Coupled with that, the third piece of the puzzle is our probiotic. Now, probiotic is all about gut health. Now, if anyone watching has gut health issues, you will know that the gut and the brain are connected. And if you get your microbiomes in your gut working really well, you will actually make those products work even better for you. Okay, so gut health is really, really crucial. The important thing to note with our probiotic that makes it different from what's out there in the market, because you can surely go into a health food shop or a chemist and buy a probiotic off the shelf. The difference is actually there's three differences. Ours is 6 quality strains. Okay, we don't have heaps of them, but the quality of them is amazing. Yep, Gina, absolutely. Gut health is key. Get the gut working right, everything else starts working right. The second thing is it doesn't have to be refrigerated because it's in an amazing decadent, I can never say that word properly, desiccant container, so it doesn't need to be refrigerated. And the third thing is that most other probiotics that you buy will dissolve in the gut within 7 minutes. Ours has been tested and proven to stay and dissolve over 52 minutes. What does that mean? It means it actually gets into the large and small intestines, which is where it needs to go predominantly to clear out. Okay, so keep that in mind if you are looking for a probiotic. So we've got NRF2 that works on building antioxidants, which is great for your immune health, brain clarity, energy, sleep, reducing antioxidants. NRF1 works on your mitochondria, so your energy cells, okay, and your probiotic working on your gut health. And I'm really excited to share with you one more thing that they've just added to this. It's called NAD, and we can get this in now from New Zealand, which is very exciting. And this is all about sirtuins. And there's a lot of science. I'm still learning a bit more about it, but there's a lot of science that go behind sirtuins helping to basically get the body to function even more optimally. So this actual piece completes that whole reducing the aging theory. So, oh, my dog is he? um, yeah, he loves doing that. And I can pop a video up about that to give you more information about the sirtuins and how that works. But like if you are interested and want to know more information, I can tell you where to go and give you some information about that. This kind of just gives you a bit of an idea, an outline about how you can take control of this aging. Okay, because it's not something that's readily available to people out there, but there is stuff there, and this is definitely one of them. And I have just seen so many amazing, amazing results from people, which I'd be happy to share with you. So, yeah, pretty much. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat after you've watched this. I can come and have a look and answer any of those. I'll put up a couple of links in there as well for you to have a look and check out some information, more information. But if you're really serious about taking control of your aging and your health, so that you live longer and more healthy and a better quality of life, then I would suggest looking at the activated essentials, which is your NRF1, NRF2, and your probiotic, because definitely all of those working together give you your optimum health. And I think I've pretty much covered it. Again, thank you so much, and thanks again, Gina, for having me, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks, everybody.